Good day, mighty eagles. So for today, we'll be having our discussion in our chapter 4, which is entitled the different marketing mixes, including the brand management. Now proceed to our discussion, which is the chapter 4, which is entitled the importance of marketing mixes. Okay. So for the first one, the marketing mix. So there are 7 pieces of marketing that are enumerated. So number 1 would be the product. When speak of a product, we are talking about something that we can offer to our customers. Okay. So next would be place. When speak of place, we are talking about where does our business is located. Okay, where it is situated. Okay. Number 3, the price. When speak of price, we are talking about the value of the product or the amount of the product that's being offered to the customers. Okay. Next would be the promotion. The promotion is something that needs to be communicated with the customers. So when we talk of promotion, then we are advertising our products to our customers. Okay. Next, the people. Okay. So these 3 pieces are the additional piece in the 4 existing piece of marketing. Okay. So the 5th one would be people. When speak of people, we are talking about the human resources, those employees or people who work in an organization or in a business. Okay. Next one would be the packaging. When speak of packaging, we are talking about the physical characteristics of a product or the appearance of the product, or simply how does the product looks like in the eyes of the customers. Okay. And the last one is the processing. When speak of processing, we are talking about how does the employee deliver a customer satisfaction, or how does an employee delivers the service to the customers. Okay. So let's have a big deep on our discussion for the marketing mixes. Okay. So first one would be the product strategy or the product. Okay. So under the product, we will be talking about the 3-level concept of the product. So number 1 would be the core benefits. Okay. So when we speak of the core benefits, from the word itself, benefit, it talks about why we buy the product, or what is the reason behind why we buy the product. It's because number 1, because of the benefits that we can get from the product. Okay. So number 2, the physical characteristics of a product. When speak of the physical characteristics of a product, aside from the benefits that we receive or we encounter from the product, then definitely we also have this what we call the physical characteristics, wherein it also catches the attention of the customers in buying. Okay. For instance, you're going to buy a certain product, and one of the physical characteristics of a product is having a good packaging. Then definitely, if that product have this good packaging, then definitely you're going to buy it because you have a perception that this product is good by just merely looking at its cover or the packaging. Okay. So in connection to number 1, the example of the number 1 would be, let's say for instance, you buy a cell phone. In buying a cell phone, there is what we call the specifications. So that is what we call the benefits that we can get from the product that is a cell phone. The different specifications or applications that was already or readily installed in the cell phone. Okay. The next one would be the augmented benefits. When we speak of the augmented benefits, we are talking about here on the different additional benefits, or we call it as an after sales service, wherein this kind of benefit is being seen after you buy the product. Let's say for instance, you buy a bulk. Okay. You buy a bulk of meat. Let's say for instance, a 50 kilos of meat in a slaughterhouse. Then definitely, in relation to augmented benefits, probably the slaughterhouse owner can offer a augmented benefits, which is the free delivery of the 50 kilos of meat being ordered from his store. Okay. Okay, so the next one is the place strategy. Okay. proceed. When we speak of place strategy, we are talking about where the product or simply the business is located. Okay, so in this place strategy, what is the most important thing here is we must make sure that the place is readily accessible to all of the customers, meaning the customers can come anytime they want. Okay, another thing would be the place must be a conducive place or comfortable place for the relaxation of the customers, because at some point they are going to a physical store in order for them to eat and of course or to patronize the product, and at the same time to relax also. Okay, the next one would be the price strategy. Okay, so in that price strategy, the most important thing here is whenever we buy a product, we must always consider the price or the amount of the product. We must make sure that the amount is suitable to the quality of the product being offered by the service provider. Okay, so here are some of the common pricing strategies. Number one, okay, the bundling. When we speak of bundling, okay, we are buying the product in bundle. Okay, so when we speak of bundle, you're going to buy a product in a set, meaning the product is more cheaper because you buy it in a set or in a bundle. Okay, the next one would be the penetration pricing. When we speak of penetration pricing, we offer first the product at a low price, and after that we are going to increase the price after that low price that's being set. Okay, so from the lower price up to the higher price. Okay, next one would be the skimming. The skimming is the counterpart of the penetration, wherein you're going to set a high price for the product, and after getting the market share, you're going now to decrease the price of the product. Okay, next one would be the competitive pricing. From the word itself, competitive, your price is based from the price of your competitors. So whatever the price that the competitors offers, then definitely you're going to level it up to your price strategy. Okay, next one would be the product line pricing. Okay, from the word itself, product line pricing, the product that you're offering is closely related. Therefore, the price of that product or the product line is also closely related. Okay, the example of that one is the LED TV and the LCD TV. Okay, another one would be the psychological pricing. When we speak of psychological pricing, this considers the psychology and the positioning of the price in the market. Okay, for example, the haircut, which is 199. Okay, most of the consumers tend to think that the ad prices are considerably lower than what they are. Okay, so we consumers are being attracted from the prices which is the 199, 299 or kaya 99, because we think that the product doesn't yet reach the hundreds. Let's say for instance the 99. Okay, that product is 99, then therefore it not yet reached the 100 peso. Therefore it catches my attention because it is still 99, not a 100. Okay, next one would be the premium pricing. Okay, when we speak of premium pricing, it refers to a setting of very high price to reflect elitism and superiority, meaning you are offering a product because some people thinks that your product is high class or belong to a class A. Okay, next one would be optional pricing. Okay, it refers to the adding an extra service on top of the original product or service to generate more revenue. The example of this one is whenever you're going to buy a cell phone. Whenever you buy a cell phone, then definitely there's a free SIM card. So that free SIM card is also part of the optional pricing. Okay, because there is an additional product aside from the main product, which is the cell phone. Next one would be the cost-based pricing. Okay, when we speak of the cost-based pricing, the basis of the markup is the cost of sale, meaning whatever expenses that we've incurred, then definitely we are going to base the gain from the expenses. So let's say for instance, you buy a product. Okay, you buy the product for 10 pesos, then you're going to sell that at the price of 13 or 14 pesos, then definitely that the 3 pesos or 4 pesos as again is what we call the cost-based pricing, wherein there is a 3 and 4 pesos being added to the expenses, which is the 10 pesos. Okay, next one would be the cost plus pricing. The markup is based on a certain percentage of the cost. Okay, for example, the entrepreneur want to increase 50% markup of the coconut juice for 14 pesos, which is 14 pesos rather times 50, so 7 pesos. Okay, so that 14 pesos is the cost of the product or the cost of the coconut juice, and you want to put up a 50% markup, which is the 50% of 14 pesos is 7 pesos. So 14 pesos, which is the base price, plus the 7 pesos, which is the markup price, equals 21 pesos. Okay, the next one would be the promotional strategy. Okay, so these are the different promotional tools. Okay, so these promotional tools are very helpful in promoting and creating an awareness of our product to our customers. Okay, so number one would be advertising. Okay, from the word itself, advertising, you're going to, or your product is being introduced to the public through the use of television, radio, probably an internet, the social media accounts, or the mobile phones, and the different printed newspapers. Okay, so through the use of the different advertising strategy under the promotional tools, and definitely our products being introduced or known to the market. Okay, next one would be the selling. When speak of selling, this is an act of trading a product or services, okay, for a price or a fee. Okay, so whenever we see a seller in the market, then definitely the act of selling a product is what we call the selling. That is the act of selling the product. Okay, so whenever you sell the product to your customers, then definitely you are creating now an awareness that you have something to offer to your customers. Okay, next one would be the sales promotion. When speak of sales promotion, some of the customers or you are being catch up with the attention, or their attentions being catch up because of the different discounts and raffles being given by the service provider. Okay, so under the sales promotion, our products being known because some of our customers, or more of the customers, are fond of buying a product, especially if there is a sales discount. Okay, or there is a raffle promo. Okay, the next would be the public relations. When we speak of public relations, we are talking about someone who advertises a product who is known. Okay, let's say for instance an artist or a president or a politician advertise a product, then definitely it is a form of promoting a product in a more attractive manner. It's because if the artist promoted a product, then definitely it catches the attention of the public, because if someone promotes a product, especially if he is a well-known person, then definitely the tendency is that they're going to try or to buy the product. Okay, the next one would be the people, or the people strategy, or the employees strategy. Okay, so under this people, okay, what is the most important thing that you have to consider is that people are the most important part of the organization. Without people, or the human resources, or the employees, then definitely everything would become very obsolete, because only people can manipulate everything in the world. Okay, so they are the most important human, resources among the different resources that being enumerated. Okay, next one would be the packaging of the product. Okay, when we speak of the packaging of the product, we are talking about the appearance of the product. Okay, whenever you buy a product, then definitely every product carries out a packaging. So one thing that a consumer or the customer consider in buying a product is the packaging. It's because it catches the attention of the product or the customers. Once the attention of the customer is being catched, then definitely there's now a curiosity in the mind of the people that, or the customer, that probably this product is good, then definitely I'm going to try this product. Okay, so the packaging is also considered as one of the most important thing to, or in buying a product. Okay, the next one would be the processes. Okay, to speak of processes, it is the last addition in the marketing mix, no, wherein the marketers began to add this as a part of the piece of marketing, because the customer service or service that's being provided to the customer is very much important, because we have this saying in the business that the first impression is last. Then definitely, if first impression is last, then whatever you shown at the first time, then definitely if you show a negative attitude or bad customer service to your customer, then definitely they will not come back anymore, and they will be looking for the new store or new service provider. Okay, so our next discussion will focus on the fundamentals of brand management. Okay, so for the first one, under the fundamentals of brand management, a brand, okay, we will define what is a brand. A brand refers to the identity of the company or the product or the service or an entrepreneur, him or herself. Okay, so when we speak of a product or a brand, then definitely this serve as an identity for the company. Okay, if you establish a good relationship or you establish a good rapport to your customers, or simply you give a good customer service to them, then definitely they will remember the brand of your company or your product that's being offered, or probably your service that you want them to try. Okay, next one would be a brand is a symbol of promise or assurance from the entrepreneur that what it purports to be or to the customers will happen. So whatever is the objectives of your business in terms of providing a customer service or a product to them, then definitely it must come true. Okay, meaning there must be a promise must come true or must be put into action. Okay, that is one that is one of the symbol of a brand. Okay, next one would be a good brand not just entices customers to try the product, but makes it loyal to them. So the most important thing in establishing a brand management is that we could be able to retain our customers, or simply we are trying to make the customer purchase again the next time. So if the customers purchase again the next time, then definitely they are called to be as a loyal customers, because every now and then they are going to purchase your product. Okay, moreover, the brand set as an image to the public. Okay, so that I said a while ago that once you establish a good relationship or good customer service to your customer, then definitely you are also establishing a good brand image or image to your customers. Okay, so these are the different ways on how to catch or to become catchy in terms of our brand. Okay, number one, our brand must be unique. It must be differentiated from the different brands that is already well known. Okay, next would be extendable. Next, easy to remember. Okay, in order for the customer to after this, let's say for instance they've provided rather a good customer service, in order for the customer to utter that a good customer service to the other people, which is also known as the grapevine, then definitely you must have a brand which is easy to remember, meaning it must not be a long brand. Okay, it must be short, okay, and catchy. Next would be can describe the benefits of the product or service. Okay, in creating a brand, make sure that if it is short brand, meaning it is just a simple sentence or a phrase, then definitely make sure that your product is being emphasized in that kind of brand that you're going to create. Okay, next would be it can be converted to the other dialects or language. Okay, your brand must be translated into the other language or dialects, because there are some nationalities who can understand the local dialects that we have. Okay, so next would be describe a product category, and the last one would be describe concrete the qualities, okay, of the product. Okay, and the last one would be the positive and inspiring. Okay, the brand that you're going to create must be positive in a way that it catches the attention of the customers and it feels good in their mood. Okay, so that's all for our chapter 4, for our discussion in our chapter 4. Okay, so that's all for the coverage of the preliminaries or the first quarter. Thank you so much for listening.